Welcome to the Mandcave. Happy New Year. This is the only podcast hosted by two best friends with nothing in common except their first name. I'm Mandy Kaplan.
I'm Mandy Fabian, and every week I get to look at this little punum's face. That's right, I'm talking about Mandy Kaplan. No. That was a very sweet moment. But what we do is we argue over the movies, books, television, because you will always see, we never agree. So if you want to join in, grab a couch. Let's get to it.
Wait a minute, cut this shit.
You said punum's face. A punum is a face. I got to call you out.
Oh, well, how am I supposed to know that? I grew up with Mary and Jesus.
I know, but a Shayna punum is a pretty face. You could call me that.
Oh, so I can't say your punum face?
No, a punum is a face. You're saying your face.
Well, all right. Well,
I know we're Mandy and Mandy, but we really don't want to have a face.
Fair enough. Okay.
If you are grossed out by or excited by medical emergencies, please become a Fandy and go back and listen to our pre-show. That is all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
but
I think
there was a gripping tale.
Yeah, it's cringeworthy. It's definitely cringeworthy.
As the kids say, cringe.
I have a medical, I'm trying to be a medical medium. It's not going great. You know those people that can look at somebody and go, hey, I think something's wrong with you. Go get your stomach checked immediately.
And dogs can sniff cancer. Go ahead.
Wait, what? Oh my God, my dog is sniffing my crotch all the time. Oh my God, I have to go get it checked.
Wait, your cancer crotch?
Well, I put peanut butter on it, but still. No, she's bad.
Before 9:15.
Woohoo. No, she is bad. That's how my dog says hello. It's not even a subtle, let me sniff around the area. She goes up to everyone and boom, nose right in there. Just not afraid.
Now, I'm having flashbacks of freshman year of college when we would go to the clubs and no one would hit on me and I would cry in the bathroom. Your dog does not do that to me.
Wait, what? Come on.
Your dog rejects my crotch.
Does she go for your butt? Because we talked about whether you're a burper or a farter. Interesting. Right. Well, you know what? Come on over because I'm sure she'll get in there.
Well,
we'll make it happen. It might just be that you just don't notice it anymore because it's so common for you.
That's true.
You know,
yes, it's why I volunteer at the shelter. Yeah.
I was actually thinking of people. I was suddenly have a vision of a shoe salesman being like, would you like me to get you a different size? Hey.
Hello.
Sister, that smells great. I shouldn't be sexist. Women can be shoe salesmen too.
They just can't be doctors.
Right. Or drive cars. Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
So I watched a movie that I don't think we've talked about. And if you haven't seen it, run, don't walk to your living room with your kids. Run with passion.
Really?
With the dogs, with everybody.
Okay.
Have we talked about You're So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah?
No.
Oh, it is so precious. It's like a modern day Judy Blume film.
I
about
love the
two
title.
Teenage girls and their freshmen and their tension around bat mitzvah season. And it stars Adam Sandler and his two daughters. And they are all perfection in this movie. Adam Sandler has reached this tone where he's a tired dad and you just buy it. He's no longer goofy and annoying and pushing for comedy. He has relaxed into this dry, funny, beaten down character. I've seen him do it a couple of times. And I love this new version of Adam Sandler. Don't get me wrong. I also really enjoyed Big Daddy and Happy Gilmore. I was always a bit of a fan. But this movie will have you laughing and crying throughout. It's great.
My God.
You're so not invited to my bat mitzvah.
That's fantastic. I love that. And then Adam Sandler was also the voice of that, there's a movie, an animated movie about the
Leo.
kids. Oh, yeah.
We haven't seen that.
I didn't watch it very closely, but I watched parts of it and he's very funny in that. And the kids are very funny. It's cute. It's just a mindless kind of, but it's cute.
Yeah.
Good humor.
So
good to know.
Sandler Sans is on and I am completely here for it.
I love it. We've been watching Lessons in Chemistry and totally enjoying it. Not with the kids. Oh, you don't like it? You don't even like the show? All right, well.
We tried 2 episodes, bored. All atmosphere, no story, bored.
Okay, it's not no story. It's character driven. You're like, oh my God. It's so beautiful.
Was there one chase sequence, Mandy?
Yeah,
Did
I know.
anything blow up?
No medical emergencies. I know.
No one shit their pants. I'm not watching it.
See where the podcast comes from. Well, I'm loving it. Oh, sorry. God, I brought, there's an extra.
Oh, you brought a new friend to the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the party.
No, we're watching that. And then, I really want to go see Saltburn. I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to see that.
Uh-huh.
And I want to see Poor Things. I really want to see Poor Things. Yes. It all looks so good. There's like a flood, of course, because the strike went on for so long. There's a flood of all these new interesting things. So I feel like I just need to spend a couple days in the movie theater.
I'm down.
Are you going to see Wonka? Will you see Wonka?
No. Oh, God, no. Oh,
no interest.
No.
Yeah.
My only interest, here's my deep observation. Yeah. My only interest is that Hugh Grant looks hilarious in the trailer, the full-length trailer that you see in the movies.
Yep.
He looks so funny.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge Hugh Grant fan.
Me too.
Then they show the regular old commercials on TV. There's not an image of Hugh Grant. They're not using him to promote the movie. And I think it's such a huge mistake. Because parents will see him and say, oh, I'll take the kids because Hugh Grant.
Yes.
And kids will see but
Hugh Grant, who has done an incredible thing by being a romantic, handsome leading man his whole career and then turning it around and becoming like the clown, the ugly, the buffoon. Mm-hmm. It's amazing, right?
I know. Paddington too.
All
about it.
Yeah.
I loved him in that.
Best movie ever. Yeah.
We agree?
Yeah, we do. We do.
Oh, I love
Paddington 2 was the finest film ever. And if any Fandys disagree with us, they could come at us.
On Discord, mandcave.com/Discord.
Very smooth.
So, we watched a movie that I was so excited about.
Yes.
Called Bottoms.
Yep.
Written and directed by Emma Seligman. Play that funky trailer, Pete.
Play that funky trailer. Play it, Pete.
Could the ugly, untalented gays please report to the principal's office?
Guess that's you guys.
Tonight is our night. We're getting the cooch. I'm gonna talk to Brittany. You can say hi to Isabel.
What would I say? Hey, girl, how's your boyfriend? How's his penis?
I'm gonna expel you both for committing a crime against
Jeff. Get out of the car.
You can't tell me what to do.
Get out of the freaking car!
We were just practicing for a self-defense club.
So it's like a fight club?
Yes.
Just stay in your lane until you're munching beaver at Wesleyan.
Yes, sir.
What's your plan here?
Jeff is psychotic, and they're picking on the weak and defenseless. So we teach a bunch of girls how to defend themselves. They are grateful to us.
Adrenaline is flowing. Next thing you know, Isabel and Brittany are kissing us on the mouth. You can be our club advisor.
You know, my mom did say I need to pick up a hobby.
Welcome to our fucking fight club.
Let's get it popping in this motherfucker.
Bitch, I'm here to take that crown. Make a move it up and down. Yes, queen, flag!
I want that trophy.
To have a safe space like this, it means a lot to people. I'm gonna finally reverse stalk my stalker.
Yeah!
I'll be able to kill my stepdad.
Awesome.
Okay.
You seem so supportive of women, especially the hot ones.
Men need therapy.
Are you cheating on me?
No!
I literally saw you yesterday.
So nerd, I fucked your mom!
We are literally at the bottom. We have nowhere to go but up.
Your club is over.
They deserve a shot at showing everybody how fucking cool they are.
Let's go fuck up some football players.
I want that trophy.
You created a fight club to get some coochie. You don't even know how to work that thing. I know y'all ain't tickling the pearl.
I just don't know if you're supposed to be talking to us like that, just like as a teacher.
Basically, this film sells itself as a John Hughes movie with a queer cast. With, it's taking it was very familiar to all of us, the high school comedy, and it's making it queer. And I was so excited by that. Yeah, I think that idea is overdue. Exciting, fantastic. It stars Ayo Edebiri.
Oh, yes.
Am I saying her name right? I don't even know. Edebiri?
Ayo Edebiri. Yeah. I'm pretty
Rachel
sure.
Sennott.
Yes.
Who I came to know because I did sit through Bodies, major update.
Oh.
I made it past the first half hour and I ended up really liking Bodies.
Okay. See, I told you. It was great.
Yes. But this movie suffered the same thing as Bodies. And I'm going way back to Juno.
Bottoms.
It starts off with these two best friends speaking in a stylized language we don't really use.
Yeah.
And that's what Bodies did. That's what Juno did. And I push back on that.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. Talk like we talk. I don't appreciate, this isn't Shakespeare. Just talk like we talk.
Uh-huh.
But in those two movies, especially Juno, which I love, I adjusted and I got used to it and I went on the ride.
Well, it's a pet peeve of yours.
It is.
Yeah. So
thanks, babe. It is.
I don't even know how you've been friends with me for years. I love calling people babe.
I know. But I did not get past it in this movie, and
and you didn't.
Spoiler alert!
You didn't.
This movie was bottom for me. Bottoms.
And that's so funny to me because I was watching it thinking how much you would love this movie because it has a fight club. I genuinely thought that you would get so into the. I laughed out loud so much. I should have known that you wouldn't like it. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but like because I was ready to hate watch this movie. You know that, right? Bottoms got into South by and I did not. And we were both lesbian comedies, we're in this space. And I was like, oh, that movie's good. And then it happened at a couple of other festivals I was at. And I was like, well, this movie Bottoms, I guess, is doing really well. And I was ready to be like, ugh, I'm so mad already that it's going to be better than my movie. And I actually thought that it was. It's a different movie. But I'm saying it's like, I thought it was shot great. I thought it was directed great. I got all the humor. Like, I laughed out loud so many times that I wasn't expecting to because I was ready to hate it, which I think might be part of I think we just need to understand. You need to go into everything thinking it's going to suck.
That might have helped.
That's because
I was really excited about this movie. And I don't think I laughed once.
Really?
And I think Ayo Edebiri is one of the funniest people. I could watch her read the phone book and I just didn't laugh.
You didn't think that her character and the way she was awkward around the cute girl and all that was funny?
No, and I was so excited by it. It starts with, she looks across and sees a slow-mo sequence of the pretty popular cheerleader girl.
Yeah.
Just like all of these movies, I thought it was going to play up on all those tropes.
Yeah.
And then it takes a hard left into a fight club that is unmotivated and makes no sense.
Yeah.
So I wanted, I wanted Superbad and Breakfast Club mixed with not another teen movie where it would parody movies and give us a fun story about lesbians trying to get laid before they graduate. That's what I wanted. What I got was, I felt just a hot mess of jokes that didn't work and so much violence. It was crazy. I didn't care for it.
That is so funny. I mean, you're talking about all the things that we usually are on the opposite pages about, right? Like, you say it was so much violence, and I'm like glad it wasn't more violent because it was just enough violence for me. Because they're talking about starting a fight club. Also, the ridiculous. I mean, it went really far with all of the cheerleaders. Spoiler alert: kicking the football team. Well, killing this rival football team that they have. Sorry, not the cheerleaders, the fight club people. Killing this rival football team because they've heard that these guys have a plan. They've discovered a plan that they're trying to kill their quarterback or something because he's allergic to pineapple juice. Okay. Saying it out loud. Now I understand this feels like they were really stoned and just decided maybe he'll die if he touches pineapple juice. But I didn't. This is a great example of this. There have been a couple movies lately that you and I have been like, that plot. And the rule seems to be, if you're enjoying the characters and you're loving the humor and you're on the ride, you don't give a shit about the plot, really. You're willing to forgive. Right. Like, it was that movie that we both liked, Quiz Lady, right? And that dumb thing with the guy bribing her with the dog. Dumb plot. Like, neither of us liked that plot. But we didn't care because we loved the movie. So I think the whole football thing for me, I didn't care because I was fully engaged. I am now a devotee of Rachel Sennett because she also co-wrote the thing. And I loved her in Bottoms. When I saw her in Bottoms, I was like, who is this?
Bodies.
Oh, sorry. Bodies. Yes.
That's
Bodies.
okay.
She is so interesting.
She's so interesting.
And
I agree.
It took me a minute to place her in this. And I thought she did a really good job of being like a defensive teenager, like kind of a mean, like she could not mean, but like she was kind of a badass alpha of her geek group and like a liar and just trying to get attention in this anxious way. And then when she tries to kiss this cheerleader in the movie and the girl's nice about it, but she's like, oh no, I'm straight. You could
Kaya Gerber, little baby Cindy Crawford. She looks so much like her. It's crazy.
They managed to find someone who's a legitimate supermodel who also was believable as a high schooler.
I thought she was great.
She was phenomenal.
I liked all of the performances. I have no issues with, especially Marshawn Lynch as the weird teacher.
He was so good.
I know.
And I didn't like him in Murderville.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, you liked him in Murderville. I did not, but I thought he was so good in this.
He's funny.
Yeah.
Although his sight lines were off. There's some. I'm not quite sure how and when they shot this. Maybe it was COVID and maybe no one was in the room with him, but there were some sightline issues with this movie.
Oh, that's funny.
The one I really liked the actors, and I liked a young lady I've never seen her, Ruby Cruz as Hazel.
Oh my God, she was great.
She was very funny, but her character was so inconsistent. She starts off as like the Anybody's from West Side Story, who's like, "Hey guys, I want to be a part of this," and then she ends up in a bloody battle and not being awkward anymore and standing up for herself, but not really. I thought she was so inconsistent. The character, not the actress.
Yeah, that's true. There is a turn there because they are being the football players find out about the Fight Club, and then they don't want the Fight Club to take attention away from the big game because they have stuff to do. So they try to crush the Fight Club by exposing it. And then they challenge Hazel, who's part of the Fight Club, to a fight. And they release a feral. I mean, it's an interesting, like, I think it's comedy. I know it's comedy, and I did laugh, but I was also kind of intrigued by. I felt like what it was exploring was our ideas about who's in charge at high school and what it was really taking on. It was mocking toxic masculinity. It was so mocking bro culture. Don't you think? Like the reason that because he was so over the top, he was like a Tasmanian devil being released from a crate,
right?
And then he like kicks this girl's ass
in Revenge of the Nerds,
and has no sense of that she's a girl. Like it was I thought it was kind of symbolic. I actually thought it was kind of meaningful in that way.
Well, first of all, the one funny concept that worked was that the football players attend school in their full pads, full uniforms all the time. They're never seen out of their full.
I didn't even notice that
uniforms, football uniforms. So that was funny, but
I didn't even notice that, man. That's so funny. I did not even notice.
Yeah, they're like in school that way. But then you're saying you found a deeper meaning in who's in charge and the high school hierarchy. I found the scene where they first start the Fight Club and they decide, let's sit and talk and figure out why we're all here. That should have been the movie. One of them says, "Who here has been raped?" And they all raise their hand. That's what I think this movie had the potential to be.
Yeah.
Girls rising up to fight for equality and what's right and their own power and their own sexuality.
Yes.
And it could have been funny as hell. But then that scene ends and there's no more depth to this movie. And I feel like if somebody were listening to us and they didn't see this movie, they would be listening to you explaining the plot and they would be saying, is Mandy having a fever dream, Fabian? Like, none of that makes any goddamn sense.
Nope.
As this movie didn't to me.
Right.
It wasn't funny enough for me to go, who cares? It was so funny.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I went on the ride. Again, I usually go on the ride on these movies because I love that they're being made. And I will say, I did get the toxic, I got the women getting out their rage. They didn't point a finger. They had that meeting at the beginning and said, "Why are you here?" And then they just started punching each other. And then they came back and they bonded and they like got popular in school and they had this kind of sisterhood thing. And I think with the stuff that I write or explore, I'm always interested in like female anger. I'm reading this book called, what's it called? The Revolutionary Power of Women's Anger. Oh, Good and Mad, The Revolutionary Power of Women's Anger. Because it's an interesting topic because nobody really knows what to do with that because women aren't traditionally supposed to be the ones punching. So, I don't know. It was interesting to me to see that these girls just started punching and fighting and then they get confident. And it's not explained in the movie. It's not related to where they are in social status or what that unlocks in them. It just, you can see because now they feel like big deals and they're all bonding like crazy, that it has unlocked something. And I thought, well, that's interesting. Like they're mad. They're mad about something and punching somebody feels really good. And I think that's as far as it went. You're right. It didn't like necessarily connect it.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they just kill a football team.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what Emma Seligman does next because she'll have money behind her. She'll have a studio behind her probably. And, I think she's got a very interesting voice. And I agree it was well directed. It shot really well. So I wonder how much of this was they didn't have the means to flesh out a real story. And, and it felt...
This is her second feature, I think.
Yeah, Shiva Baby. I think I tried Shiva Baby and I couldn't sit through it.
Yeah.
So I think I had the same problem with people not talking like people and Rachel Sennett pushing and...
Well, she's also, I don't know if you've seen a picture of Emma Seligman, but she's like 4 years old. So for her...
Yeah.
I mean, I think she's genuinely probably in her 20s.
These are all people in their 20s. They're all... I read that they were all college comedy friends, high school friends. Like they're, like thrilling that they're all together helping each other and collaborating. Thrilling. I just wanted this to be funny.
I don't think it's
and
thrilling.
The reviews are off the charts. People love this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was expecting, but I did like it. And I thought, oh, good for them. Like they made a movie that I at least enjoyed. And I feel this is the way I see it. You look at a movie like this and you go, well, okay. I also don't get crop tops that go just below my tits and high-waist jeans. I also don't get that look. And I'll true confessions here. I may have bought an outfit that is similar to that. And in the store, I thought, oh, I get it. And now it's now currently in a bag in my driveway being given away because I don't understand crop top and high waist. I don't get it.
Right. So you're comparing that to how you don't get the language they were speaking, or?
Yes. I mean, clearly that's exactly the same metaphor. Because all the kids in their 20s are wearing that.
Yeah.
But we don't understand that, but they think it's a great idea. So the way that they talk, their communication, it's like they're aliens on a different planet.
Yeah. And there's also, in this movie, so much swearing. Did it stick out for you or you didn't even know?
No, of course not. That's like Saturday afternoon at my house.
God, so much swearing. And the teachers all swear, which, I mean, you're going to cast Marshawn Lynch as your teacher. You're going to get swearing. But for no reason, they were like, good morning, students. Today's fucking test is like on the, it wasn't funny. Or you're laughing. So it was funny to you. But
yeah.
I just, really. Now, did you watch it alone or did Patrick watch with you?
I would bet also it's one of those things. Maybe I didn't see Shiva Baby, but maybe she has a very specific voice that you either think is funny or you don't. Sometimes I think like I have a very specific sense of humor and it's not always, you know what I mean? It might feel lazy because I'm like, no, I think it's funny. And I haven't necessarily tested it on the majority of people. So maybe this was just totally her voice, and she's like, who cares about all the cursing? And I want the teachers. And even though a comedian, a professional writer might go, oh, that's lazy or you could do better. And she was like, meh, because she got a lot of money to do this movie. Good for her. That's good.
Yep.
Anyway, no, Patrick did not watch it with me.
Okay.
I watched it alone. And again, I turned it on at like 9 o'clock thinking, okay, I'll watch the first half and then I'll watch the second half tomorrow because I'm tired. And I ended up watching the whole thing because I was like, yeah.
Are you ready to man job it?
Sure. Yeah. I'd give it 4. I really enjoyed it. It's so funny. I'm now really excited to see what other people think of it. Because it's clearly one of those movies like you either love it or you hate it.
I guess. I know that people were posting on Facebook, oh, you have to see Bottoms. It's so funny. It's so great. And for me, I wonder how much of that is it's finally a queer high school movie comedy. Let's all just, whether or not we've seen it or whether or not it actually made us laugh, let's post about it and get eyes on it.
No, I think it's just one of those. I have a couple of those. That would be a fun thing. I can't, when we do some of our bonus content, but it would be funny to sort of go over some of the things you go like, this one, I didn't get it. And everybody else did. Oh my God. No, the Western movie that everybody freaked out about with the weird score and the gay guys, the kid that kills the cowboy who is abusing his mom or whatever. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
No.
Jane Campion directed it. It was Oscar nomination. The Western?
Okay.
No, okay. Well, somebody out there listening will know exactly what I'm talking about. That movie, everybody was like, oh my God, so powerful. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
The Year of the Dog.
Yes. Hated every
No,
second.
that's not what it's called. But it's called something like that.
It's something like that. I think you're on it. Year of the Dog is when I was born, but no, that's not true. I'm a boar. Literally, I'm a pig.
Oh.
But I'm saying that my Chinese New Year, I'm not like an English boar and a pig, although sometimes that is also true.
Power of the Dog.
Power of the Dog. Yes, not the Year of the Dog.
Thank you, Claire.
Thanks, Claire.
Well, I
it.
would give this one man job. I really, really didn't like it. And I really, and I want to state unequivocally, it was not the performances. I thought the lead guy the gay British guy playing an American straight football player was really funny. I thought everybody was funny. I thought they were all good performances. And when I say really funny, I didn't laugh, but I was like, oh yeah. No, he's good. He's stylish. He's doing a style I like. He's funny.
Yeah.
But I wasn't, nothing made me laugh. But
well, that's good because someone out there is going to watch it and they're going to go, oh, thank God I'm not alone if they hated it. You know what I mean?
Please reach out to me.
Yes, you need to hear that because whenever you don't like a movie that everybody's like, it was the best thing ever. And you sit there and go, I don't understand
what's wrong?
why.
I know. Yeah.
I'm the only one that thought it was just dumb.
Yeah. Okay. So before we play a game, which should be New Year's themed because people are listening to this on New Year's, but it's
Happy
not.
New Year! Thank you for starting off your year with us, by the way.
Yes. May everybody be healthier, wealthier, and wiser.
And learn Spanish and play piano.
Is a production of True Story FM. Engineering by Pete Wright. Music by Ian Post. Although not on our Christmas episode. Pete mixed in this lovely Christmas music. It was very sweet. And if you feel so inclined, please leave us 5 stars. Write us a review on Apple Podcasts. It helps us grow.
Yes, and we mentioned it earlier. If you want to talk to us, go to mancave.com/Discord. If you want something that will flatter your figure or after the holidays, hide your figure, we have some great bulky sweatshirts in merch, Mandcave merch. Go to mancave.com/merch. And get yourself gorgeous. And
my to-go coffee mug. I love it. It keeps drinks really hot or really cold, and it's a nice size. It's not too big. I'm into my Mandcave travel mug.
That's great.
For the record.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, when I come back, I'm going to have to get one of those. I'm not taking stuff over to across the pond.
Sure. Game time.
Get aboard the wagon. Yes.
This movie really reminded me of all the high school movies I love and wish it were. Mm-hmm. So I sent you a list of 11 high school movie titles.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to read a quote. You're going to tell me which of these movies you think it's from, but you have the list. So you're not just flying blind.
Okay. One of these I'll be able to know right away. Most of them I won't.
All right. Well, you're going to take an educated guess.
Yep.
Why don't you read off the list?
Oh, okay. Clueless, Ladybird, Perks of Being a Wallflower, Booksmart, Breakfast Club, Mean Girls, American Beauty, Easy A, Legally Blonde, Superbad, and Mandy Kaplan's high school movie quote.
Now, of the 11 of those, how many have you seen?
Only the Mandy Kaplan's high school movie. I've seen Breakfast Club. Well, actually, I mean, the truth is, I've seen... I have not seen Easy A, but I've seen all the rest.
Easy A is fantastic. You would love it.
I know. I got to get there. Emma Stone, right?
Yes.
I know. I love
really,
her.
really good.
I think she does. Okay. Well, then I might be, but I don't remember yesterday. Like it's all a blur, but let's go for it because that's what makes this fun. Maybe I'll surprise you.
Maybe you will.
Uh-huh.
All right. So the first quote is, I'm 14. What do you think I want for Christmas? An Avenger action figure and a blowjob from Haley.
Superbad?
That is Mandy's movie quote.
Oh. You started with yours?
I did.
Okay.
I don't know why.
That's a good quote.
I did. Thank you.
Wait, 14-year-olds want blowjobs from Haley? That seems like that's next level stuff. Since when do 14-year-olds know about blowjobs? Did you know about them when you were 14? I didn't.
Well, I found out about them in 4th grade and I explained what they were to the neighborhood kids and then my mom got calls.
What?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Who told you about them? Not your creepy,
No, my mom. I heard the word and I asked my mom and she gave me a very, clean, clear, appropriate answer. Here's what that means. And I was like, Jenny, Tara, Becky, listen.
Oh my God, I love it. Well, you did them a favor. It's better than what my mom did, which is like, just close your eyes and think of faraway things and it'll all just unfold.
Oh no. All right. I'm going to try and make you feel good. I'm going to give you a couple I think you'll get.
Okay.
You're a virgin who can't drive.
Ladybird?
Oh, no.
I don't know.
That's Clueless.
Oh.
Okay, so...
that was your softball.
Great.
I saw Clueless once, like 25 years ago. I only saw it once. Did you see it more than once?
Yeah, I've seen it like 75 times.
Oh, okay.
Cross Clueless off your list mentally, if you want.
Yep.
Okay. Wait. Like it's hard?
Wait, like it's hard?
Wait. Like it's hard?
Legally Blonde?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just go to Harvard.
Good performance. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help.
Yeah.
So now you can cross that one off your list.
Okay. You're so cute. You're like, be very careful. Do not say the same movie twice. But
I'm trying to help.
I know. You're doing great. I mean, my memory's bad. It's not quite that bad. But when it is, I'm glad. You should be very careful with me.
Okay. We're all pretty bizarre. Some of us are just better at hiding it.
Oh, we're all pretty. Perks of Being a Wallflower?
No, that's Breakfast Club.
That's the one quote from Breakfast Club that I don't know. What?
Sorry.
Who even said that?
I looked the quotes up. I'm not, these aren't like my memories.
Okay. Well, if you would like me to quote you something from the Breakfast Club, I can.
Please, right now.
Okay. Stupid, worthless, no good, goddamn freeloading son of a bitch, retarded, big mouth, know-it-all asshole jerk. What about you, Dad? F you. Although he doesn't say F, but I'm trying to soften it for you. No,
Thank
Dad,
you.
what about you? And then he has the blow up and then he says, see, this is what you get in my house when you spill paint in the garage. And he's pointing to a cigarette burn on his arm.
Yep.
And it never left me.
Yep.
Never left me. Okay, back to the game.
Well, this game is not going to go so well because those were the ones I thought you would get.
Those are all quotes that could be in any movie. They're not specific to a movie, though. You know what I mean?
Well, but my impressions are spectacular.
They're wonderful. It's okay. I don't care. This game is going great. This is an exercise in how to deal with failure gracefully. And I'm wonderful at it.
Okay.
It happens to be a gift I have.
Well, I'm trying, and now I'm like, can I come up with different quotes?
No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I might surprise you.
Okay. Please take into account my heartfelt performance of this next quote.
Of course.
Do you think they are maybe the same thing? Love and attention?
American Beauty?
No, now imagine that I did it in an Irish accent.
Ah, okay, Lady Bird.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, you got that one. You got that one.
I was once you said Irish accent, then I reheard it and I was like, oh, I know. Saoirse Ronan said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, this is one of those you haven't mentioned. Who allowed you to be this beautiful? Another movie I couldn't sit through because they didn't talk like we talked and I was annoyed.
Booksmart.
Yes, everyone loved that movie.
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Oh.
That was
all
okay.
right.
There you go. See? I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it.
Okay. We'll always be freaks and we'll never be like other people.
It is that Perks of Being a Wallflower?
No.
American Beauty?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe. We'll always be freaks. I just remember Mina Suvari with rose petals around her.
Yes.
I don't remember there being freaks in the movie. Kevin Spacey was
Thora Birch is the young gothy emo one. Okay.
Yes, that's right.
I want to go to the rooftop and scream, I love my best friend, Evan.
I hate to be redundant, but is that Perks of Being a Wallflower? I don't even know. Is it?
No.
Is it Superbad?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because they played Seth and Evan, and it was written by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't even go here.
Mean Girls.
Yes. Do you remember that moment?
Nope.
That's a great movie. They're doing trust falls and somebody breaks down and she's like, ever since I was little, blah, 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 blah. And Damon is like, she doesn't even go here. Oh, I love it.
I don't think I've ever seen Mean Girls now that I think about it.
Oh.
I feel
it's a fun movie. It's not, I didn't love it the way other people did, but then when they made the musical of it and now seeing it through Casey's eyes, I do love it.
Yeah.
All right. Here. Okay. Are you ready? It's going to happen.
What?
We accept the love we think we deserve.
Perks of Being a Wallflower.
There you go. And lastly, the only one you haven't mentioned, but the really amazing thing is, it is nobody's goddamn business.
Oh, yeah. Easy A. I knew it the minute you started saying it. That was Easy A. Yep.
I also added some vocal fry to help you. Because that's what Emma Stone sounds like.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, I learned that she had terrible colic when she was a baby, and that is why she has that vocal quality.
Oh.
True story. Mm-hmm.
Love her. We don't love her as much as we love Emma Thompson, but we love Emma Stone.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We established that last week. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You have to listen to that episode if you want to find out why we chose. Actually, we didn't even say why. We had to choose, and we chose Emma Thompson. But we love Emma Stone. Yeah,
well,
great.
That's it.
I'm a
winner.
winner.
You did terribly at the game, and I love you. And pip, pip, cheerio. Have a good life in London.
Have a good life. Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It's going to be a really new adventure. Yeah, so for anybody that doesn't know, this is the end of this season. We're going to have some little bonus content and things coming for you. But this is it. And then we will see you back on the other side when I have returned to the States triumphant and with a weird accent that I won't be able to shake for months. Looking forward to that.
I love you. I'll see you in London.
Yes, you will.
I know.
The only person who's actually booked a ticket. A lot of people said they're going to come visit, but you're, of course, the one who was like, got a ticket.
Adoy, yeah.
I booked a hotel. I'll be there.
Yeah.
It's going to be
We're
awesome.
all set.
Yes. All right. I love you.
Love you. Ta.
Ta-ta.